As I grew older and I started having children, I recognized that if I don't get it, my children will get it.
Yeah, because that would be the next generation.
And I asked the Lord to let me take this courage so that my children would not be afflicted
Right,
with cancer.
right.
Because cancer is genetically ingrained in my family.
Right.
Imagine the others already died from prostate cancer. I coming off of cancer surgery, and I got to go to the hospital to see my two sisters. One fighting terminal breast cancer. The next one being diagnosed with a rare form of nose cancer.
Wow.
She was given 5 years to live. Two sisters in the hospital bed.
Wow.
And I going back to the States for my checkup. And I begging my sister to hold on till I get back.
3 of you with cancer at the same time.
3 of us with cancer at the
Three
same time.
siblings with cancer at the same time.
At the same time. I have 2 siblings alive, 2 brothers. One does not have. He's older than I am. One does not have. The next one has never been tested. So, he doesn't know.
This is the Real Health Black Men podcast, where we empower men to take control of their health. We provide vital information and build community support. Join us as we discuss everything from major health challenges to mental wellness to physical fitness. So if you're ready to level up your health and your life, you're in the right place. Let's get started.
Welcome back to Real Health Black Men podcast. Today I'm happy to be sitting here in Barbados with a friend, and we're going to talk about his health journey. So my friend is Neville Brewster, and I'm going to have him introduce himself, and then we're going to get right into the conversation. So Neville, tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, if you want to share your age, your occupation, a little bit about you.
My name is Neville Brewster. I'm 69 years old, from Barbados, the world's paradise. But even though it's the world's paradise, in the Caribbean, we still have our health challenges, as you know. Former corporate exec in Barbados, a former Barbados national athlete as well.
Okay.
Track and field athlete. Very healthy, very conscientious, but still a myriad of challenges, which I've faced, which I will detail to you very shortly.
Well, thank you, Neville, for that introduction. So we're going to talk about your health journey today, your health story. So you faced a number of challenges over the years, but did you have any indicators that anything was wrong, anything that was telling you you need to go to the doctor, or was it just part of a normal routine, normal medical system that you found out that there was some concerns?
Well, I lived a very healthy lifestyle all my life. In July 2013, I actually was feeling the best I've ever felt. Working in corporate Barbados, a good family, very good career. Everything was going well. But I had to go for my executive medical. And I went for my executive medical. Normally, checked out, everything would checked out good. The year before, everything was great. And after the medical, about 2 weeks later, I got a call from my doctor. I need to see you immediately. I said, okay. But when he said that, I knew what had happened.
You had an idea.
Because let me preface this and let you know that I knew that I would have prostate cancer. The question was, when will it be diagnosed?
How did you know?
I knew because my family have a history of cancer.
Okay.
My dad, God rest him in his grave, he had prostate cancer. He died from prostate cancer.
Okay.
He had one brother. He died from prostate cancer as well. My 3 older brothers, they died from prostate cancer as well. So when I got that call, I left the office and he said to me, you have to see a urologist immediately. That started my journey in consultation with the urologist. I saw one urologist. Then I called a personal friend of mine, good old buddy of mine, senior in the medical field. I explained to him my position. And he said to me, I want you to see a different urologist. I said, but I don't want to because of experiences. He said to me, give me 10 minutes, I'll call you back. coming back in 10 minutes. Your appointment is tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock
Wow.
with the urologist. I went and he did regular tests again, finger tests as usual, PSA. Then he called me back next week and told me we got to do some biopsies quickly. My PSA had moved from 1.25 in 1 year to 8.24.
Wow.
I had to work quickly. We did the biopsies. 2 weeks later, biopsies came back. 10 of my 12 cells already had cancer.
Wow, 10 or 12. Yeah, both left and right.
Had already cancerous. I had already made up my mind that I did not want to know how long I would live with cancer in my body.
Wow.
So I decided I would get it out.
Okay.
I would get it out. The diagnosis was okay. When I went for the results, I was hoping for the best.
Okay.
Hoping for the best, expecting the worst. And even though I was hoping the best, one day, doctor said, Nev, you have prostate cancer. As big and as strong as I was, my knees buckled.
Wow.
It felt like a death sentence. I was 56, going 57 then. It would have been 57 in October. And as strong as I was, I cried like a little. I felt hopeless, knowing what my brothers, father and uncle had gone through. I felt hopeless. My wife was with me. And I remember when I left the doctor, I had a lot of people in the waiting room. Tears were still streaming down my eyes. I met a good old friend out there and he said to me, Brewster, well, I'm doing good. He said, don't worry, you will get through this. And I left there determined that I will get through it. I went back to work. Had to break the news head office. The then managing director said to me, and this is a senior company in the Caribbean, but I was working with them. Caribbean company, not Barbados,
Caribbean company, regional, yeah.
Regional company. He said to me, we got to give you the best care possible. And he asked the folks to search for the best hospital that I can go to. And they came up with John Hopkins in Maryland.
In Maryland, yeah.
In Maryland.
Yeah.
And we started making all the preparations to go to John Hopkins, send them information. And then one Wednesday afternoon, I was on the golf course and I got a call. Neville. Voice, a strange voice. I said, good evening. I said, who is this? He said, I'm your chairman. The chairman
of the company.
Of the regional company.
Okay.
He said, I heard. I said, is this? He said, yes, this is me. I heard. But I call you to let you know that I'm going to personally look after you. I have 2 of the best in the entire world. You can choose which one, but I will look after you. And he gave me the name of the first. I said, but if you give me the name of the first, I don't need the name of the second. And that ended our conversation that evening. I came home, told my wife, sat down, had dinner. 8 o'clock, my phone rang. I said, Neville, the phone for you. Could I speak to Mr. Brewster? This is a strange voice altogether. He said, I got a call from your chairman, who is my friend, and he told me about you. He is your friend, you are now my friend. And that same night, after a 20 or 30 minutes conversation, I set the date for my operation, the 19th of November, 2013. Never saw him before, never heard him before, but I was confident. And I went ahead and set the date with him. November 10th.
So where did you have your surgery? Did you end up having it at Johns Hopkins?
No, he operated out of Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida, okay.
And Houston, Texas.
Okay.
So I had to make a choice. I decided that Miami is close to me, Miami. So my surgery was done. I went up on that was scheduled for the 19th. He sent down all the information that we needed to get done. That's how I kept doing it. Had to get urine culture, etc. But I did all those things. I went up on the 15th. It was Friday the 15th of November. Met with him on Monday, 18th, for 1 hour. And the conversation wasn't even about prostate cancer surgery.
The surgery, yeah. It was
about cricket. It was about cricket.
Yeah.
He's Indian, by the way. He was 46 at the time.
So he was confident that he had it.
Excuse me for one moment while I take the time to tell you about my new website, grantleemartelli.com. Here you will find links to all my podcasts, both audio and video versions, and other things that I do. So check it out, grantleemartelli.com. That's Grantley with a Y and Martelli with a Y. And continue to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Now let's get back to the program.
So we set the date. I stayed in a hotel about 200 yards away from Jackson Memorial Hotel. That's where I did had my surgery. Everything was divine intervention.
Yeah, sounds like it from the very beginning. So you have the radical prostatectomy?
Yes, I had. I'll come to that shortly. I had an experience one Wednesday morning. I was in my yard cleaning my dogs. 6 o'clock. And it only dawned upon me, Nev. I said, man, why you? You're in the prime of your life. Everything is going great. Why you?
Right.
And at that moment, I asked the Lord why me. I asked the Lord why me. And he said to me, Neville.
Well, you gave your heart to the Lord. Praise God, yeah.
After that. So I remember that Tuesday morning, my wife drove me down to the hospital. I had to get there for 9 o'clock. My surgery was scheduled for 2:30. Got there for 9, went upstairs, put on your gown, put you in the bed, meet 4 or 5 different nurses asking the same questions in different formats, just to ensure.
Sure. Right person, the right thing. You're here for we're going to do the right thing to the right person.
The right person, the right thing. Then came the
anesthesiologist, yeah.
Same thing again, I told them. Right questions, right thing. Then came the doctors, junior doctors, because there are many junior doctors.
Yeah, teaching hospital.
Same questions, same. And then around 10 o'clock or so, the boss came in. And I was there laying down. My wife was holding my hand and said, good morning, everybody. He asked the folks, where's Mr. Brewster? The guy beckoned and said, he's over beyond. He said, what time is surgery scheduled for? I said, 2:30. He said, we're going to change that. We're going to do him at 11:30 instead. Then was the time for the anesthesiologist to do his work. My wife was crying. I said to her, babes, don't cry. Because when I said my prayer that morning, I saw the angels that told me everything was going to be okay. I said, it's going to be okay. And the anesthesiologist said to me, how did you get here? Did you come on the I-95? I said, no. Why? That's a strange question. He said to me, because the procedure that you're undergoing this morning is safer than driving on the I-95.
Wow.
I went in. That was all I remembered after that.
Yeah. They put you out pretty fast.
That's all I remember after that. I got up. I had the surgery. I came to around 3:30, 4 o'clock. Screaming, asking for food.
You're hungry, yeah.
I was hungry.
Yeah.
The doctor
Same thing happened to me too when I came out. I was like, can I get something to eat?
The doctor. Okay, so the next morning I met with the doctor, and it's much different to how we do in Barbados, but because you discharge the same next morning.
Right, yeah. One overnight, yeah. Overnight.
So I met with the doctor, and he said to me, Nev, everything went well. We got everything. I said, thank you, Jesus. And he got my discharge. But I had several questions for him. Lifestyle.
Okay.
Eating. And he said to me, you don't need no special diet. Eat everything that you can eat in moderation.
Right.
Do not overdo it.
Right.
If you feel like having a sip of brandy, you can have a sip. You don't have to have 3 or 4.
Right.
Everything in moderation. And I've practiced that. There was no special diet.
How long has it been?
No radiation, no chemotherapy. 12 years.
12 years.
19th of November, 2025, I celebrated 12 years cancer-free.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. But that was a great journey. I have the scars to prove.
Right.
But there's a little downside to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of us are left a little less than perfect.
Right. Yeah.
If I sneeze, if I laugh, if I run or jerk suddenly, I may leak.
You may get a leak, yeah.
You get a leak.
Yeah.
A leak.
Yeah. And again, you still practicing your Kegel exercises and stuff sometimes,
No,
do you remember?
I don't practice Kegel exercises anymore.
Okay.
I get a leak.
Yeah, same thing happened to me. You get up too sudden or,
Or if you oversleep, you get a leak.
Uh-huh.
So I wear a pad
Mm-hmm.
just to ensure that I'm not embarrassing myself in the open and public, and just make sure that I do what I know best.
It's best, yeah.
What I know
For
is
yourself.
best.
You have to know yourself. You have to know how your body
You
recovers.
gotta know your body,
Yeah.
etc.
So that was one of the lifestyle changes you had to make because of this.
Because
and,
of this,
yeah.
and particularly when you're swinging, playing golf,
Yeah.
gotta make sure
Yeah.
that you
Plus, you were there on the course for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours.
2 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
2 to 5 head.
So, yeah.
Now, getting back to the family side,
Yeah.
and how I know that I would get cancer. Growing up, as children, they had families that had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And you always hear, people have different stories about how cancer skips a generation.
Mm-hmm.
So when my dad was diagnosed with cancer, I said, yes, it skips a generation. I can get it.
You were in the right generation.
I said, I'm not going to get it. And, he was diagnosed in 1976, went into remission. He lived 10 years later. He died in 1986. I said, I'm not going to get it. But as I grew older and I started having children, I recognized that if I don't get it, my children will get it.
Yeah, because that would be the next generation.
And I asked the Lord to let me take this scourge so that my children would not be afflicted with cancer.
Right.
Because cancer is genetically ingrained in my family.
Right.
Imagine, others already died from prostate cancer. I coming off of cancer surgery, and I got to go to the hospital to see my 2 sisters.
Mm-hmm.
One fighting terminal breast cancer. The next one being diagnosed with a rare form of nose cancer.
Wow.
She was given 5 years to live. I was going back to the States for checkup. This is January 2014. 2 sisters in the hospital.
Wow.
And I going back to the States for my checkup. And I begging my sister to hold on till I get back. One with breast cancer died 2 months later.
Wow, sorry to hear that. So it was 3 of you with cancer at the same time?
3 of us with cancer at the
3
same time.
siblings with cancer at the same time.
At the same time.
Wow, that's a heavy burden.
Yeah.
That's a heavy burden.
And my other sister died 5 years afterwards.
Okay. The one with the nose.
The one with the nose.
Yeah.
5 years afterwards. I have 2 siblings alive, 2 brothers.
Mm-hmm.
One does not have. He's older than I am. One does not have.
Mm-hmm.
The next one has never been tested. So, he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But in doing research and things like that, you come up with all types of things. There's this Englishman who had a theory that cancer is bad luck. You get it because of bad luck. and in reading it and trying to understand it, the conclusion, he has a point, How could one of my brothers not got it? Get it? And I got it.
You got it, yeah. Yeah. In science, they call that random selection. The layman's term is bad luck.
Bad luck. Yeah. So, I don't think I just think that it's part of my lot.
Part of your life.
I had tremendous support from my wife, some immediate family, pouring a love for my friends, my staff. I could not have asked for greater love for my staff.
That's good. That's a blessing.
I would never forget, and I would always say that, you know what? When you live good with people, people will be good to you.
People will be good to you, yeah.
My directors, marketing director, my operations director, my finance director, the evening I was leaving to go for my surgery,
Wow.
it walked me to my tears.
Wow.
In tears.
Not knowing the future, yeah.
When
Then they got to welcome you back.
When I came back.
Yeah. Neville, it sounds like your cancer journey has been quite blessed. Good support system, good family system, but you also have the genetic predisposition of it. And sounds to me from your story that there was some emotional experiences with the whole thing. Yourself, your sister, 2 sisters going through it at the same time. So how do you deal with the emotion? Give us a little bit about how you deal with those emotions, or how did they affect you, and how did you keep yourself on a positive vein?
Dealing with cancer is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
is not easy. You have to be strong. And above all, you have to be blessed. Faith is what gets these type of situations. Faith in the Lord, knowing that He will be there for you no matter how you turn. Because it comes.
Right.
It comes. And you have to be constantly reminding yourself that there's a greater good above.
Right.
And this is what it's all about. It can be emotionally draining, all depend on the individual. And there's no greater place or person in which to place your trust than in Jesus Christ. And He will bring you through.
Right.
He will bring you through because He will be there for you. As He said, He will never leave you nor forsake you. And you hold on to that. Hold on to that understanding that, you're going to be strong. Yes, there comes a time when all of us have to go. That's part of life.
Right.
But the time that you are here, you have something to look for. That helps you with a lot of emotions that you'll go through. Be topsy-turvy. If you feel a pain in your side, you feel the cancer coming back. Isn't that something in mental anguish that you're experiencing?
Right.
You always go back. Always refer back to the one who would keep you and keep you going. And say your prayers and give thanks. Every minute, every moment, every day, every month, every year, give thanks.
Thankful. A heart of gratitude. Attitude of gratitude, yes.
Attitude of gratitude. Be grateful and be thankful.
So as you were talking a little bit about going through some other health challenges now in addition to your cancer. Your cancer is under control.
Correct.
But you have some other health challenges. I mean, do you want to share anything about those, or do you just, think about our listeners as we talk about the emotions as well, right? Not just how many details you want to share, but the emotions can also come back, right? Because we say, why me again, right? Why am I going through this again?
Excuse me for one moment while I take the time to tell you about my new website, grantleemartelli.com. Here you will find links to all my podcasts, both audio and video versions, and other things that I do. So check it out, grantleemartelli.com. That's Grantley with a Y and Martelli with a Y. And continue to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Now let's get back to the program.
The last 4 months have been a very testing phase for me. I've been having some health issues, stomach-wise. Unfortunately, I've lost a lot of weight, over 50 pounds already. But I've done all the requisite tests. Now I have to get a bit more done, like colonoscopy, endoscopy, CT scans, etc. No cancer at the moment. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus, yes.
Thank you, Jesus. But still trying to find out what is causing and giving me the trouble that I'm experiencing now. But I look on the brighter side of things all the time. I already have 12 years. Not that I'm greedy, but every person would want more.
But we all want to have some more, yeah.
Every person would want some more.
Well, you're still pretty young.
I already had 12 years, and I'm happy. I look on the brighter side. I'm happy. I would do whatever is necessary to get back to good health again. But if that isn't to be, I've had 12 good years.
Okay.
And I'm thankful.
So what do you do to maintain your mental health and your physical health? We talked a little bit about you playing golf, but what things do you do to just keep yourself energized and healthy and being, like you said, being able to face life and enjoy life, the remainder of life that you have?
Well, I was always athletic, so even before golf, I would walk. I would walk daily, make sure that I get in my walk. I have a small consulting company, but when I get the opportunity, that keeps me busy in terms of work, doing business plans, or going to some place in the Caribbean and doing a little bit of work, etc. And then going with the brothers on Sunday at church, and then going to men's fellowship and giving talks sometimes to men on health issues, particularly prostate cancer.
Okay.
Because I find that a lot of men shouldn't die from prostate cancer.
Yeah.
They should not.
That's one of the reasons for this podcast.
They should
Most
not
men
die from
should not be
prostate
dying
cancer.
from prostate
Should not be dying
cancer.
from prostate cancer.
With early detection and
If you
screening.
could live without a prostate, why not live without it?
Right. Yeah.
But they have big egos.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of men have big egos. And they believe that losing their manhood is going to be a downer on them. I say to those men, don't wait and get 6 months or a year or 2 years. Think about life. Use the various avenues available to you, and you can extend your life by years. You know, there's so many other things that life can bring. You still have joy if you have a good surgery, safe surgery, and nerves aren't damaged. You can still get an erection.
Right. You can still have it, yeah.
You can still have sex.
Have a sex life, yes.
It is different,
Mm-hmm.
but you can still have sex.
Right.
As a matter of fact, there's a school of thought that you may even get a better erection. But there's a difference. But sex isn't all.
Sex isn't all there is to life.
It's not all there is. Particularly when you're within the older range. Sex is okay, but life is important. Life is important.
Life is more important.
Life is for living. Live life. Live life. Life is for living. You know that singer in 1982, I remember what it was, a Jamaican singer. I remember what it was. He sang his song, Life is Just for Living.
Life is just for living. Yeah, I was just
Life
thinking
is
about
just
it.
for living.
I was just thinking about it.
Right? Don't worry about sex. Don't worry about those things. Those things are ancillary.
Get information, right? You got to get the information so you know what's going on inside
It's
your body.
inside of you. Get
so
the
you can make
information.
wise decisions.
Make wise decisions and live. That my decision was based solely on extending my life living. I didn't want to know how much time I would have got that inside my body.
Right.
I want it out. Let me see how much time I get with it out.
Right.
And I can tell you, I got 12 years already.
Yeah. So some of the guys in my prostate cancer support group that I attend, they have this saying that prostate cancer is no longer a death sentence. It is a life sentence, right? So life means that once you get the information, you make a wise decision, you deal with it, you can live a long life like you have.
Yeah.
There's a couple of guys in our group who were diagnosed with stage 4 and are still alive 12 years, 15 years later.
Yeah.
Because technology is improving all the time,
Yep.
science improving all the time, treatment all the time.
Yep.
So to be afraid to know doesn't help you. Knowledge is what helps you make the right decision.
Correct.
And the other thing is getting away from these old wives' tale, right? That you're not going to be able to have sex. You're not going to be able to do that. The technology, even there, is improving every day, right? And so, what are 3 things that? 2 more things. You already gave us one. 2 more things you could give to men to take control of their health, like you said. Appreciate life and make wise decisions.
Early testing. Prostate cancer is prevalent in black males. I don't know if because of our sexual prowess or what, but our proclivity to have sex regularly, but it's very prevalent in black males.
Right.
So, as long as you know that you are at risk, any person in your family, I urge you to get tests early. A lot of people talk about finger tests. The finger test tells you if the prostate is enlarged. But yet, there are blood tests now that you can do. I mean, my doctor is one accredited with the K2, I think it's the K2 score, or one of those that can tell you now if you have cancer.
Yeah, there's a new blood test and there's a new urine test that can tell you if you have cancer.
Correct.
Yeah.
My doctor was one of the doctors that credited with that.
Yeah, so that helps with the argument and not knowing, right? Because you're here thinking that something's going to happen, but you don't even know that there's a new test out there that that isn't even what you're thinking.
Correct,
Right?
right.
if you
But
don't
still-
expose yourself to knowledge,
But still, if the finger test works, it works.
it works. Yeah.
And understand, I mean, but you have to find out. The
Right.
thing is to get tested.
Get tested.
And don't wait until it's too late. If you have any symptoms whatsoever, don't wait.
Mm-hmm.
You know the problem with men? And it's unfortunate. Do you know that if a female gets sick today, she goes to the doctor? But if a male gets sick, he say can get better?
Yeah. I can be all right. I can be all right.
I can be all right. I can be all right.
Yeah.
I can be all right.
Yeah, till he's bend over in pain. It's like, to your wife, take me to the hospital. Yeah.
I can be all right.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work that way.
You have to see doctors. Your
Yes.
body is the same.
Yeah, it's the same body.
You have to look
Yeah.
after that temple.
Yeah.
Go look after that temple. Make sure that you get your checks and regularly
Yeah. But
get your checks. Get checked early. If you know that, and if you know you're at risk, don't ever forget to get them checks.
don't ever forget check and get your annual physical.
Get your annual
Get
physical.
your annual physical.
I mean, I had to do mine as a senior exec.
because that helps you know, also helps you get familiar with your body.
But yeah, I
you
had
know.
to do mine. I had high blood pressure for years. That's controlled by medication. I had you know what I mean? So therefore, you had to get heart tests. Every test that you could think of, I had to get
Yeah.
as a senior.
That's similar to my story. I also had to get a physical, annual physical. So it was part of my requirements to go to the doctor, which in a way helps us a little bit.
yeah.
But for the fellows who don't have that, you got to make the choice to go.
Correct.
Right? You
And
could,
my brothers and fathers, they had that.
Right.
So they had to make a choice to go.
yeah. Or one of my friends says, let your wife remind you, you know, and let her make the appointment. Because he was telling me about 70% of the appointments that come to him are made by the spouse, but not by the guy. And there's nothing wrong with that if you want your wife to remind you to do. But you get back to what you were saying. The choice is living. So if your wife has to help you to live longer,
Then let be.
then let our egos go aside and say, help me live longer. And think about your children. You know, the other part of the boat is your children. You know, you may say, and I feel all right, but think about those children who you have as well, who are looking up to you and want you to be around.
Daddy be there.
They want you to be around, and they want you to see your grandchildren and stuff.
Yep.
So, fellas, we just want to say to you, you know, take control of your health. Don't just wait and say passive. Yeah, we want to be tough. Yeah, we want to say we can do it. But there's certain things in life that are happening inside of us that we need to know what's going on. And the only way we know what's going on is by getting our physical checkups, getting early detection testing, knowing our family history, and being informed. You can always make decisions when you're informed. Not being informed is where we get into problems, because then we wait for pain. And many of us know when it comes to things like heart disease, cancer, those kind of hypertension, pain, you don't want to wait for the pain, because pain means that something has already gone wrong.
Yeah, gone wrong. And I am not aware if you know about the when prostate spreads
Mm-hmm.
and goes to the bones, it is one of the most painful deaths
Once it metastasizes,
you could ever want.
it goes fast too.
It goes fast and it goes to the bones. If the wind blow, it hurts.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. And guys, I hope you find this episode to be really enlightening and encouraging. And remember, we can take control of our health, and we can make wise decisions without fear, and we can be around to support our family and our children and our grandchildren. So thank you for listening, and see you the next time.
Thank you.
Write us at realhealthblackmen@gmail.com. realhealthblackmen@gmail.com. To support this podcast, go to buymeacoffee.com/realhealthblackmen. buymeacoffee.com/realhealthblackmen. And to become a corporate sponsor, send us an email.